Welcome to Tigerwolf. I'm Josh, and this is David.
Please be aware, this podcast contains strong language and spoilers. And we're back.
I hope nobody was holding their breath.
I mean, there could have been people waiting for us to come back. I couldn't even keep a straight face with saying that.
Anyway. So this season, basically, can expect more of what was last season. I don't think we have anything particularly engaging. Not engaging. New. Whatever, some word for new that's not new.
Neo?
Anyway, coming up, that's different. I don't think we have anything particularly different coming up this season. But we'll see. We might change some things around.
Yep. Who knows?
But something that is new. Something that we just finished viewing.
He's big, he's angry, and his spikes glow.
Yeah. And then he got his ass kicked by Godzilla.
So we're going to be talking about Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Where do you want to start with this?
I have.
The human element?
I'm sorry?
The human element of the movie?
Sure. It was not as bad as I expected.
It was actually a little bit more than what I was expecting, actually, because a lot of people had said that it was much more heavily focused on the monsters this go around than the humans.
I don't know about that. I think that they did a better job of showcasing the monsters.
Yeah. No on the TV and then cut away.
Yeah. There was still a few times when, like, they didn't cut, hard away. So, like, the moments where it's like, Ghidorah is there and probably about to kill some people or whatever. And then Godzilla just, like, bam, I'm here, bitch. Which happens a couple times. A few times in this movie.
Ghidorah does
pretty
not
much
have
every time you see Ghidorah
does not have a very high perception.
Considering he's got 6 eyes that can go that can split their difference there.
I did like that.
He gets very focused.
I did like that. In the earlier part when they first showed him, the heads are independent.
Oh yeah, they snapped at each other and stuff like that. Yeah, they completely think independently. Which you kind of expect considering very close to the body. So like there's going to be a time lapse between their interactions if they can.
Yeah.
Interact.
Look left.
Fucking big.
That's not left.
Also, wrong head. But then Godzilla cuts in and then the monster fight happens and they focus on the monster fight for a little bit. This happens pretty much every time. Focus on the monster fight a little bit.
And
then it goes back to what's happening with the people during this monster fight. And they did a much better job of it being
cohesive,
not too closed framed. Like in the first Godzilla movie, my issue was that whenever it cut to the humans like trying to survive the situation, that's all you could tell was going on there.
Yeah, there was no falling.
There was falling debris and stuff, but there wasn't like Ghidorah's head hitting the ground.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Like it didn't feel as in the same moment. It felt too separated from it.
Yeah.
And I think they did a very good job of making it feel more cohesive in this one. Because it would literally because Ghidorah's attention is like like we said, it's very laser focused. And he wouldn't just focus on Godzilla the whole time. He'd be like, "No, I hate fucking humans too." Like,
Hmm.
and then start going after them specifically. And Godzilla's like, "Eyes up here, bro."
Yeah. Yo, over here. Hey. The tag team match was pretty fun, I think.
It was something. I don't like how Mothra is one of the alphas, is established.
Yeah.
She all but lost that fight against Rodan.
I mean, fire against bug, bird against bug.
This isn't Pokemon.
I'm just saying.
She came in like a fucking falcon too and knocked Ghidorah off of Godzilla.
And did her webby thing.
Which was super helpful, except Godzilla immediately
And
helped
Godzilla's
Ghidorah out
like-
of that.
Godzilla's like, here, let me help you through the building.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not off the building, through it.
I gotta say though, Godzilla did just rip the fucking head off of him in the second fight. Like, weren't no problems here.
Yeah, nah.
That was a fight that Godzilla was winning before human intervention.
Yeah. You know, humans, we like to be like, oh, well, we're just gonna try to kill both of them at once.
I mean,
Oh, wait, that one can survive without oxygen.
and the other one apparently couldn't,
Huh. Some bitch.
except he did.
Maybe he was able to get back out of that vacuum.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he just went down to get, because he had to go to the,
Atlantis.
whatever the fuck it was.
We're just gonna call it Atlantis.
Atlantis.
Just gonna call it Atlantis.
What was your favorite part, David?
Molten Ruby Godzilla.
I initially thought of it as just Atomic Godzilla.
That was probably my favorite part, because literally just everything was melting or catching on fire around him.
Mhm.
But to be fair, he was also about to go
Yep.
literally nuclear.
Well, yeah, he did 3 times in a row, faster than he can shoot his breath.
Mm-hmm. Fire pulse. Fire pulse. Fire pulse. And then, atomic breath to finish off that last head.
Oh yeah, I wasn't sure if he was gonna eat it or if he was gonna just blow it up.
Yeah, I was thinking he was gonna eat it, and no, that's not how that went. So they stayed there 17 and counting in the movie.
Yes.
We see 7
Or so. There's one that wakes up that we don't see do anything besides when it wakes up.
and that's the one assumptively in
mountain.
Wyoming.
Was it?
Assumptively.
No, everything that was in the U.S. showed up.
Hmm.
Because that was the monkey mammoth thing. The
Squid spider.
Arachnos puss. Rodan, which was part of the Northern America.
Yeah.
Mothra showed up.
Yeah.
That was really it.
There's
that we
another
saw going
Muto.
on, isn't there? Oh yeah, another Muto.
And
Which was
there was a fourth
interesting.
one. There was a fourth one. Yeah, there was a fourth one. There was the mammoth. There was the one
is
next to
4.
the mammoth, the Muto, and Rodan at the very end. Squid thing, yeah.
Yeah, that is 4.
It jumped out of my head.
Say that's what we see bow to the king of the monsters at the end, and yeah, but whatever it was that woke up under the mountain, I'm interested in knowing more about what that thing was.
It might
I'm
have been the
assuming Squid Face
Ankylosaurus
was the
looking one.
oil.
The oil field. I
Yeah.
think so. That might be the Ankylosaurus looking one. From the, a new version of it from the old monsters.
It's not. I can't picture what an
They've got the armored spiked back with the club tail dinosaur.
Okay.
Also my favorite dinosaur. So, for some reason. What were your problems with it?
I mean, the human element was a bit much. Like it was. They did a good job of making it a good part of what was going on. Like, because in the first Godzilla movie, the whole time you're just sitting there like, no, I just want to see Godzilla going after the Mutos. This human element isn't actually giving us anything.
It's trying to make us about this guy.
It's trying to make us be able to relate to a monster movie, and that's not why I go to a monster movie. I still had trouble relating with some of the people in this one, but that's more because of the same reasons I have trouble relating with people in every movie. Why are you being fucking stupid right now? Stop being fucking stupid. And, what's his name? Seki. The leader of Monarch.
Oh,
Sekiwara?
Wow, I can't think of it right now. Right out of my head. Yeah.
Like he was like the character that I could identify most with. Like everything about him was like how I felt about this. Like just let them be. This is their job.
Yeah.
I understand that puts humans in danger, but you're just gonna piss them off.
Yeah. I mean, there's a reason we tell kids don't go poke the bear with the stick.
You also don't go poke the hornet's nest either.
Apply same logic.
Rodon, you don't go poke the hornet's nest either.
To giant monster. Apply exact same logic to giant monster.
I mean, yeah, like, because that's all the first movie was, is they kept poking and just Godzilla was like, well, I don't care about your shit. Leave me alone. Let me do my job against these Mutos.
I'm going to go kill these two, and now I feel like I have a hangover, and I'm going to go sleep. Bye.
Right? That was a tough fight. Two of them, he just woke up for the first time in centuries.
Yeah.
Millennia, maybe?
Another one that is referenced heavily in the movie, but we don't see at all, is Kong.
More specifically, Skull Island. Like they didn't really show much of Kong himself, but like they showed the paintings from Skull Island. The way there's some of them that you have to look at them the right way for them to line up to make the story. And stuff like that. At least until the post credits.
Well, during the credits, they were showing a bunch of articles, and several of them piqued my interest because they are referencing a mysterious Muto or a mysterious Titan underneath Skull Island that's waking up.
Right, which wouldn't be the queen of the skull ones. She's already lost her fight, unless she's waking back up.
Or it's her mate.
Usually
the females are the larger of the species. Usually. In almost everything.
Most aggressive predator species.
Bears?
The female's the one to be feared.
Bear? Bigger. Lion? About the same size, just look small because they have a mate.
Actually, they're smaller, but they're usually more threatening.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to fight you first. But also, if the male is going to fight you, then you are actually in trouble, too, because he can be pretty vicious.
You done pissed off the male, there's a problem.
Yeah. But, I mean, you get most predator species.
Yeah. So, that might be... I don't think the thing that's waking up is Kong. I don't.
Or related to Kong.
Yeah, I don't think it's related to Kong. I think it's something else, which might be what draws Godzilla there, which causes a territorial issue with Kong, and then it wakes up, and yeah. There's the entire
I would
movie
be
of
kind
Kong
of
versus Godzilla 2020.
I would be kind of bummed if it was just the male skull crawler, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah, skull crawlers.
Just because like we already saw the fight with skull crawlers.
Yeah, we saw this fight. Kong won.
Well, I mean, Kong won with help. It was a tough fight. Remember, he's just a juvenile
yeah,
in Skull Island. That's the name of the movie,
yeah,
right?
Skull Island, which is
Which actually has my concerns for
60 years ago.
him versus Godzilla, because I don't think it's 60. Was Vietnam 60 years ago? Vietnam was like 60 years ago. Fuck, I'm old.
But
but still, like the hints dropped about Titans in general.
yeah,
And the skeletons we see of Kong's parents and stuff like that suggests that he's probably still not going to be an adult.
yeah,
Like, there's a very good chance that he was, 13 to 15 equivalent
Equatably.
years. Because those skeletons were a lot bigger than him for his parents.
Yeah.
And they were also completely clean, meaning that they've been dead for a long time.
Yeah.
A Titan's going to have a lot more meat on their bones, too, to deteriorate. Don't know how much of that was eaten by the skull crawlers, but still.
yeah. Yeah, I don't. What did you think of the? This was honestly kind of the weakest part of the movie for me.
Mm.
The eco-terrorism aspect of it.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what that dude's plans are, especially given the post credits. Like, does he just want to kill all of humanity?
I mean, maybe.
I get that, the whole eco-terrorism thing is in the spectrum of like, don't really care how humanity survives, but like at this point, it's just a spite thing. I think my Ghidorah didn't work,
So I'm
even
gonna
though that
make a
wasn't his
better
plan.
one. So I'm gonna make a better one.
Well, we'll see. My point is mainly though that like, just Tywin is crazy.
Yeah. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I don't know.
I wasn't mad
I
about the
feel like-
crossbow on the shitter.
What? Oh, okay. Yeah, got it. Sorry, it took me a second to put that together. I mean, that was probably the weakest part of the movie for me. Everything else, I could understand and enjoy.
Like, her logic, like, it makes sense. It goes along with all the details they gave us about the character. I was a little bit surprised at first when before they made it obvious.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, she's on their team.
Yeah, she's with them. Okay.
And I was just like, oh. Honestly, it kind of weakened the story a little bit for me, but also like probably just because it was expected type of twist.
Yeah. It was really.
Right? Yeah. Pretty much.
And her coming back around and being like, "Nah, this is not how it was supposed to go," was predictable.
Well, yeah, given she woke up Ghidorah, you could see that coming a mile away.
Yeah.
Because she didn't have enough research on Ghidorah.
I mean, who's like I can even sympathize with her viewpoint. Humans are destroying the planet. Okay, got it. Makes sense.
So here's the thing.
But why are you
The
gonna
planet
wake
will
up?
survive.
Why are you gonna wake up the one with 3 heads that looks like something straight
rings.
out of like
Greek mythology.
Greek mythology.
The worst parts of Greek mythology.
Like we know anything with 3 heads, bad news.
Oh, they mentioned Scylla too.
Yeah, there's a Scylla 1 of the monsters.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that in the movie they mentioned it.
Yeah.
By calling it Scylla.
Yeah. But I mean, like there's Scyllas, there's Hydras, there's what's that cute little puppy's name? Oh, Cerberus. All usually multi-headed. And
I mean, at least the Ghidorah's only got the Hydra thing going on with the quick rejuvenation, and not the Scylla thing going on where every head cut off is now 2 heads.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
I mean, like really, like okay, sure. Technically, the first one that wakes up in her presence is Mothra. Cool. That was a good choice.
They were like, we have 1 alpha woken up. We need to go wake up 2 more. It's basically what just happened in the beginning of that movie.
Mean, we're gonna go wake up Ghidorah, Monster Zero, the thing that looks like a nightmare. Oh wait, we're also gonna go wake up the fire demon. Oh look, it's
all of them look like nightmares.
Phoenix. Mothra doesn't look like a nightmare.
Okay, and she is, like, bar none, the only benevolent one.
Godzilla doesn't look like a nightmare.
Yes, he does. He looks like a fat T-Rex, a fat, angry T-Rex that can shoot laser fire out of his mouth.
Okay, that doesn't scare me. So that might be the reason he doesn't look like
a fat, angry T-Rex with laser fire breath.
Okay, that's not scary to me. So that might be the reason he is not the stuff of nightmares. Hydra, however, I'm good. 3 heads, 2 tails, wings, no thanks. Creepy spider squid thing, double no thanks. Just double no thank you. I mean, like, what's his name? Mark, the father.
Yeah.
I can understand his consuming hatred towards Godzilla. Like, I can get it.
I get it. I just feel like it would be more accurately directed at just, like, the world in general. Like, Godzilla didn't go after his son. You know what I mean?
Yeah, his son was literally just collateral damage of these giant creatures fighting for dominancy.
Right. And when you look at it like that, he probably doomed other families to the same issue when he helped Godzilla 3 times.
Yeah. He almost certainly did.
But at the same time, it's better cost than what Ghidorah was doing. Just wanton destruction.
Yeah. And Ghidorah was like, nah, we destroying everything.
It's interesting because they mentioned, like, the whole, like, the Titans are to help with the Earth's human infection.
Yeah, they're to maintain balance.
They're not. If you look at Godzilla, has done nothing to harm humans directly.
Yeah, directly.
And he's the alpha. Now the alpha. There is not another one, I assume.
At least at the moment.
Well,
I mean, you can make the argument, what's a king to a god, but King Kong, Godzilla.
I thought the king to a god thing was talking about
King Ghidorah versus
Ghidorah coming back, and it's Godzilla being king of the monsters not mattering because he's just a king.
I think they were.
Then again, there's stories and histories that tell us what's a king to a god that are a little bit different.
Yeah. Oh, what's that quote? What's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer? All of them are nothing to the other. Any predictions besides the one I rattled off earlier for probably what's going to go down in Kong Skull Island?
Actually,
Kong
what I
versus
feel like
Godzilla.
what I feel like is because they really heavy-handedly hinted at Ghidorah coming back or Mecha Ghidorah coming in, and I feel like they either it was post credits, so it's either going to be the next movie or the one after.
Oh,
given that the beginning of the post credits scene hints at the Skull Island, I thought that was just a reference to Kong getting restless or something. Doesn't really make sense because he's all about staying there.
Kong versus Godzilla is already done filming.
Okay,
It drops in
but that doesn't mean
2020.
Okay, and Batman versus Superman featured
Yes, I know.
the most powerful Superman villain, technically.
Yes.
So, no, obviously, the atomic bomb.
Okay.
Well, that's what killed him, isn't it?
But I don't know. I still think it would be hilarious. Godzilla rolls up. Kong looks at him and is like, no. Godzilla's like, yes. And Kong's like, no. Godzilla's like, yes. And Kong grabs a fucking tree and starts wielding it like a bow staff. That would be great.
He's not Go Kong.
Or Wukong, which is the
Chinese.
the name for the Chinese character based in the Go West. I can't remember the translation for the fucking legend. It's the Monkey King.
Yes, he's also called Goku, the Monkey King, in the movie Goku, the Monkey King.
Yeah,
which is actually I watched it. It was an effort to watch it. It's way too drawn out. It's
How
interesting.
old is it?
I think it came out in like 2010.
Oh wow, never mind then.
Yeah, it's one of the like super flashy movies.
Oh, kind of like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Yeah, except featuring a monkey guy who goes to like other like legendary creatures places and basically wrecks house because he's a fucking monkey and mischievous as fuck.
I kind of want to watch this now.
It's not as interesting as it sounds.
That sucks.
Yeah, it did. Not to say it wasn't interesting, but it's an effort because it's like a 3-hour movie.
Oh Jesus!
At least it felt like it.
Look, I've sat through a couple of 3-hour movies in my life. I don't know if a monkey wrecking house is worth watching.
But
3 hours.
honestly, like I don't know if you haven't seen Skull Island, have you?
No, I want to.
I really, really liked.
I caught like half of it on a flight.
Kong wrecks house.
That's the problem. I've seen like half of it.
He does throw a tree into a helicopter.
See, I think I saw that part.
Well, yeah, it's because it was one of the preview parts.
But that whole
there's a huge like fight part there. It's just him wrecking these people, the soldiers when they come in.
And I know I remember seeing the bamboo forest part. Fucking terrified me.
Which had some other type of it's like a spider thing because its legs looked like bamboo.
Yeah, like I said, terrified me.
Yeah, it's pretty horrible. It also had a giant ox thing,
and the octopus.
It was just a giant octopus that tried to kill Kong when he was healing up after a fight. Yeah. And after that, he like you could tell he's just fucking tired and done of this shit.
He's like, humans come here, everything decides to try to kill me in one day. I'm done with y'all. Go home. I don't want you here.
Well, it happens over a few days.
Get off my lawn.
Yeah, and Samuel L. Jackson, I think it is the bad guy in it who basically lures Kong into a fight with Mama Skullcrawler. with napalm because he wanted to take out Kong for no other reason than Kong defended his living place.
Nope, I'm not falling into that trap. I'm not making that comment.
What?
Nope. Was Samuel L. Jackson's character from the U.S.?
Yeah, it was the U.S. military. Of course, I said napalm, didn't I? And it's soldiers coming back from Vietnam.
And then there you go. There's the. I don't think I need to elaborate.
He was
that
pissed.
joke.
He was pissed off because some of his military people died to Kong because they invaded his area. And Hiddleston was like, dude, we need to just go
Leave.
when we have the chance to go. And he's like, no, I'm not done. And he was like, well, I am. Anybody who wants to live, come with me. I think is actually what he says.
That's great.
It was a really good movie. I enjoyed it.
So final verdict. I say it's worth seeing.
Go watch this movie. It keeps you interested the whole time. There's really no down points, and it was like damn near 3 hours.
Yeah. Like 2.5.
Did you just realize what time it was?
Yep.
So yeah, go watch it.
Well, I suppose that's the end of the episode.
Please like, comment, follow, and share. And also, more importantly, thank you for listening.
Take care.
Bye.